Abacus Auction, sale 237, video file for lot 1946, shoebox of 100 plus commercial airmail covers from America to Australia. One of the more attractive ones, Clipper Mail, 1937. So that would have gone via Hong Kong, yes, unusually to Western Australia. So that's a very attractive item. Some people in America think the Beacon stamp is their most beautiful stamp ever, and they make collections out of Beacon stamps, which are full of philatelic covers, flight covers, all sorts of contrivances. But that one actually could be commercial, although 17 cents sounds a bit odd. Transatlantic airmail from London, could be. So this is 6 cent Washington and 20 cent Pictorial, Golden Gate, 1932. Airmail to San Francisco, sea mail to Australia with 2 cent and 9 cent Perfins for SB Pennick and Company. This one says required additional postage. So the 6 cent envelope is insufficient and they've had to add 4 cents postage. So it's gone back to the post office and then been reposted. 6 cent Garfield, 5 cent Roosevelt, insufficiently prepaid airmail service. These stamps are relatively scarce on cover. Airmail to the coast, then by SS Canangura, via airmail to exchange office, which would have been San Francisco. 6 cent airmail, airmail to coast, on arrival, not opened by censor in Brisbane. There's lots of war content here, wartime content. That one going to Newcastle with the 9 dot label, and the Sydney censor marking with S removed. Superb strike. AR, unusual to see AR items. Nice advertising cover from Jacksonville, Florida. This one to Queensland with the pass by censor number 2 hand stamp and the big dot on the label. 50 cent solo franking. It says Clipper service. So that's September 40, that's come via Auckland. This one, airmail to Hawaii. That's December for 1940. Yeah, so the Clipper service was open to New Zealand, but not used in that instance. This one with repair labels damaged by cancelling machine. Via First Direct airmail, but it actually appears to be a commercial cover. They were allowed to send commercial mail on inaugural services. This is R.W. Cameron & Co., all stamps with Perfins. And again, and another one. So they're good for the Perfins, but they've also got the ships on them. Lurleen, Monterey. So all these Pennick covers have got Perfins. Niagara, airmail to Pacific Coast, sea mail to Sydney. Hotel Pennsylvania, New York, registered. Prexies, 85 cents, written in German. This is a good lot. Pacific Clipper to New Zealand. Wide range of things. There we go. One of these cachets, but it's Kodak, Hawaii, writing to Kodak in Australia. So that's a nice intermediate item. It's a pity that's on it. Anyway, what do you do? Prexies, 70 cents. Nice uprating of the 3-cent envelope. So that's 36.49 51 1 cent overpaid. 30.40 55 cents to New Zealand. There's 50 cents to New Zealand. 70 cents to Australia via Clipper. Airmail to San Francisco. All sorts of variations on the theme. Larger item unfortunately damaged at the base there. That was a nice strip of 5, but that stamp's been detached. Via Airmail to San Francisco. A special delivery to SMS Monterey. It's rather unusual. It's internal San Francisco. So, yeah, how about that? Unless the Monterey was leaving from somewhere else. Doesn't say. St Thomas, Virgin Islands. Airmail to Western Australia. How cool is that? That's a nice thing. A special delivery and Airmail special delivery hand stamp. There's certainly heaps in here. Insufficiently prepaid, 14 cents isn't going to get it very far. 16 cent via Pacific Coast, that's got the letter in it. Don't often see the 8 cent Prexie, not on mail to Australia. Airmail only to West Coast. Attractive longer item. Obviously philatelic, as is that. International Correspondence and Exchange Club. 2 different labels. They're rather interesting, aren't they? The Japanese labels. Why would you... Oh, it's a first day cover, presumably for the special delivery stamp. Airmail to the Pacific Coast. Per SS Mariposa via San Pedro. Not registered. Register. Another via Airmail to Exchange Office. And again. Another nice label. 1939 Golden Gate International Exposition. And again. For SS Clydebank from San Pedro. $0.10 and 1 cent Prexie. And on it goes. What's this last one? Oh, that's a meter, not a meter, a cash register label, 1942. That's very early for that sort of thing, at least as far as we're concerned, because they were issued in Australia only in the early 60s, I think.